A lot of aspirants think writing an essay is a very complicated thing. They need lot of knowledge. They need to read lot of things, and only then they will be able to write an essay. Let me share with you, my dear friends, three simple tips that if you can do on a day-to-day basis, you will naturally end up in a 140 plus marks in your essay. Can I share it with you right away? So, I know these tips are quite unconventional. You wouldn't have heard of it before. And these are extremely simple tips. So, people, there is a general tendency that, oh, is this all? But if you just try it for a fortnight at least, 15 days, I'll tell you, you will be able to figure it out for your own that this is really wonderful and it works. Fine. Having said that, my dear friends, the first tip that I want to give to you when it comes to preparing yourself for writing a wonderful essays, do daily journaling. I don't know how many of you actually do it, yeah, as IAS aspirants, but if you can, if you can get your me time, if you can get your simple 15 minutes of powerful time for yourself every day, sit down and uh, write what happened in that day and your reflections on it. Okay. Like, okay, this went wrong. This went right. This is what I did well. This is what I did not do well. This is what I could have done better. If you're able to do all these things, sitting down for just 15 minutes at the end of the day, my dear friends, before you go to sleep, I'll tell you, you are preparing within yourself that subconscious to be able to express things emotionally, which is very critical for writing a good essay. Did you get that? I decoded the science to you. How journaling helps. Essay is not a fact file alone, right? It needs your emotions to be expressed. This daily journaling of the emotions that you go through and the reflections around it is giving you a language, my dear friends, that you can directly use in an essay. In fact, I'm not even saying you'll have to put some deliberate effort to be able to use it. You just prepare that muscle. Once that muscle gets built, it's automatically going to work at the time of writing the essay. I know this by experience, my dear friends. I am someone who journal every day. I don't go to sleep a single day, no matter what the time is, without journaling. Whenever I have to sit and write an essay, I can see that words flow just like this. They flow like a stream. Are you connecting to what I'm trying to tell you, my dear? That's a secret. Okay, by the way. So you have to try and test, and you will know that this actually works. That's number one. Number two is, my dear friends, every day stick to a reading routine of some book, especially a non-fiction self-help book outside of your UPSC preparation. What I'm trying to tell you is, as all of you are aware, there are so many books that we use typically for our preparation for UPSC, like the Lakshmi Khan polity, or the Spectrum history, or the Goching Liang geography, or for that matter, the Datten Sundaram economy. So we have so many of these books that we generally use for civil service exam preparation exclusively, right? What I want you to understand is, my dear friends, outside of these prescribed textbooks for the civil service exam preparation, pick up some books that you can read on a daily basis. Not much, just a chapter a day. All right. If you can do that, do it for 15 days. 16th day, you will tell me, my dear friends, your expression, your ability to articulate things would have got much, much better. You would have become more creative. You would have, you can actually consolidate things really well. Are you connecting to what I'm trying to tell you, my dear friends? Your horizons of knowledge would have expanded. Seriously. Are you understanding, my dear friends? Fair enough. Okay. So, number one, do the journaling every day. Take out 15-20 minutes to do the what do you call you know have this schedule, have this routine of reading one book. Pick up a book, make sure you are able to read it for 1 month, one chapter a day. Some book, some good book, preferably like I told you, uh, a non-fiction self-help book, my dear friends, or a book like Argumentative Indian of Amartya Sen, or Imagining India by Nandan Nilekani, or Freedom at Midnight by Dominic Lepire and Larry Collins, or India After Gandhi by Ramachandra Guha. These genre of books. Are you connecting to what I'm trying to tell you, my dear friends? There are number of books like that to the market. Pick up what resonates with you and read it, preferably non-fiction, because see, fiction books are good storytelling books. That's okay. You may read it after you become IAS. What do you say? Perfect. You can write your own fiction-based book on how your preparation was filled with all the drama and correct. Okay. So that's number two, my dear friends. Number three, every day I hope you get the print newspaper, not just the online one. In the print newspaper, not the online one, okay, read one article from OPED. You know OPED, right? Opposite to the editorial page. Because in the editorial, there is good, uh, what do you call, good description of what is happening. There is a there is a straightforward opinion of what is happening, which is more often than not challenging the state and all that, my dear friends. State and the way state has been thinking on a particular thing and all that. But OPEDs generally carry a highly analytical version of uh, some important topic. Okay. So every day in this in the print newspaper, read the OPED, and that takes you barely 10 to 15 minutes. If you don't know how to read in 10 to 15 minutes, please do ask me. I'm going to teach you, because there are certain techniques by which you can read OPED in 10 minutes very effectively. In a way, it's actually useful for the exam. Fair enough? Connecting to what I'm trying to tell you, my dear friends. If you can do these three things regularly, look at here. Mark those words as important. Regularly. If you're not doing it regularly, not doing it consistently, it's not going to be of use to you. Okay. Number one, journaling for 15 minutes. Just write what comes to your mind. The whole idea of Sandhya Vandane must have been something like this, my dear friends. You had to look back into your day, see what is right, what is wrong, what you did well, what you did not do well, how you can be better, correct? So do that for 15 minutes and spend time of 15 minutes on reading a book outside of your UPSC preparation, preferably the genre of books that I made a mention of. And three is reading a OPED in any of your favorite newspapers, be it anything, taking out 15 minutes. All in all, it takes 45 minutes, my dear friends. If you are investing these 45 minutes now, I'm telling you, it's going to build a muscle in you, okay, which is going to be so useful to you when it comes to writing an essay. You will wonder for yourself, how is that I'm able to write essays so effortlessly? Okay, try it out, my dear friends. Thank you.